Well, here he is, the Prince of Palmerston North, Christopher John. The biggest thing to come out of New Zealand since Christian Cullen. How are you, pal?
Yeah, good, Lev.
Big day yesterday, 4 winners, eh?
Yeah, it was a big day. Full credit to our team. We didn't have a lot of horses the week before to nominate for the meeting. We got together and found a few and backed a few up, stretched a few out in distances, raced a few fresh up with our trials, and got the job done in a big way. So that was great to get 4 winners.
Saturday, 2 winners. The hard tester was strong again over the 1100, and the big fella, Hoi Lonnie.
Yeah, it was good. I think we'll leave the punting out for a few weeks.
Hang on.
I'm not a real good tipster.
I tried to lead you into Hoi Lonnie 3 or 4 times. I said $34 looking for value, being gelded, 2 runs, trial. They even run the line on wasn't.
A good effort from our staff to get the horse's confidence up. Obviously had that trial, won a trial, and bounce back to winning form.
Specific choice. He was obviously short price favourite, but he was a bit unlucky, ridden up on hot speed.
Yeah, I reckon he's just a new horse. He needs racing, and big, strong horse, hasn't quite worked it out yet. When he does, he'll be worth following.
Righto. Let's jump into another. I'm sick of using the word big because every Saturday is big for me. It's like Christmas once a week, but we'll go to Rose Hill. There's nothing doing at Rose Hill. Let's go to Kensington on Saturday. Plenty of runners. We'll go with the 3-year-old event over 1550, race 2. Amavaccio and Made to Order. Yeah, I'll leave it to you.
Amavaccio is a nice horse. He's going to be probably verge on a listed class horse, hopefully. And therefore he's going through the grades, and it's good to have those progressive types of horses. He's had a couple of runs back, he's very fit now, and the way he's been racing, he's looking for the 1550, so should be really hard to beat. But the other filly, Made to Order, very good horse. I think she's destined for listed and group races as well, but obviously you've got to keep taking those right steps. So she doesn't have the race experience that Amavaccio has, or any other runners in that race. That's going to be against her, and she is racing against the boys, but her class will take her a long way, and again with her it's all about getting race experience and just trying to take small steps to the next level.
Just before we go any further, she's obviously in 2 races, the 1300 fillies and the 1550 against the opposite sex. She'll run in the 1550, will she?
Yeah, 1550, yeah, because the other race is dropping back 100 metres plus. She's probably looking for that extra distance, and that's the main reasons.
2400. Yeah, fair call. 2400 metre race, 4 runners, keeping the staying dream alive as per usual.
Got the trifecta last week.
Yes, actually, let's go. What about Permit?
He went good, didn't he?
He went super.
He's a little beauty, Permit. Stable favourite, one of many. And no, it was good to see him pin his ears back and trust old Hoi Lonnie to be there in his way.
Hey, I was just thinking, Fulger will be the next one.
Unusual.
Fulger will be the next one.
Yeah.
Gelded, 2 disappointing runs. We'll give him a barrier trial next week. Bang, bang.
He's going all right. It just hasn't quite clicked yet. And
No, I wasn't asking. I was telling you.
You're probably right, as always.
Let's get into this 2400 metre race. Big time.
Well, he could be the next one. He's due. He's fit. He got taken on in front the other day, which I don't think helped us, and he's still boxed on okay. So he's a fit horse, and he'll keep them all honest.
Instrumentalist?
I think he's going great. I think he'll appreciate a good track, and he is fit and ready to run the 2400 metres at the right weight. I think he'll be very hard to beat.
Perplexity. Is he coming towards the end of his preparation?
No, please. No, I reckon he's all right. He hasn't had a lot of luck in the runs. Particularly last start, it was typical Warwick Farm shuffling distance race, and he got a fair way back in a very slowly run race, and he was basically handcuffed to the rail. He couldn't get out, and when he did get out, the race was over, so to speak. So I think there's one benefit from that. He doesn't go up in weight. He's he hasn't been penalised for running an unlucky race. And Nash Willer goes aboard, big strong rider, he'll suit him.
And Windbender, obviously slow speed over 2,600 metres last start, but question mark on whether she stays?
Possibly. Saturday will tell us. She'll get no better chance. She looks a promising horse, and she's been running some good races. Won a couple this prep, 2 seconds the last 2 starts, so no excuses. The 2,400 well, if she gets it, she'll be very hard to beat.
3-year-old fillies over the 1,300, 2 runners, Calming Influence and Mamwazzle. Interesting, you've put the blinkers on Mamwazzle for Saturday. The Calming Influence, she was pretty dominant last start.
She was, and aided by a good ride from John Kissick. Serge Lindsley goes aboard. He's riding very well. I think he'll suit this horse. Claims the 3 kilos. Mamwazzle, I think she's a good example of being suited by the handicap race. And she's way down on the weights, and Calming Influence. There's one horse in the race that has to give her a lot of weight. So that'll bring Mamwazzle right back into it. And Liam, with the blinkers, she has improved.
The horse that finished second at Calming Influence had come out and spaced them by about 20 at Canterbury last week, or wherever it was. Yeah, it was definitely Canterbury.
Okay. Well, Mamwazzle ran behind Calming Influence the other day too. Might be good form.
Ooh. 1550. The big fella, index linked.
Awkward Gate, which could come against him. I think he's an 1,800 to 2,000 metre horse, if he would settle. So we've got him back in distance. National Willer aboard, but as I said, he does need cover, and hopefully you can get that cover and finish off strongly.
The mares over the sprinting distance of 1,150 metres. Berry Miller, the big weight, and Christy Lee. They look pretty nippy in this.
Yeah, might bring out 2 undone, but they're both nice horses heading in the right direction. Berry Miller first up after a good prep last time in. She's also in at Melbourne, Liam, but we'll keep her in Sydney despite the bad draw. Ride her quiet and see how she gets home, and as I say, I think she's in for a good prep. Christy Lee, she's run into a couple of good fields of late, and I think Saturday is no different, but she'll also be chiming in over the concluding stages.
You mentioned they're both heading in the right direction. What direction's that?
North, heading up. They're not superstars, but they're good prize money earners. So over the next few months, there's $85,000 races on every Saturday, Liam, 8 of them. And our stable seems to have a knack at winning a few. So that's what these 2 are heading for.
In the last race, God love your cotton socks, Field Marshall got the cash after his brief let up over 1,000 metres. Jim Cassidy's obviously out injured. G. Schofield goes aboard. 1,150 metres, awkward draw, but geez, I like this horse.
Obviously, he dribbled on about 30 seconds about it.
Better than your dribble.
He's drawn wide as well. He's similar to Index Link, he needs to be switched off. I think Glenn will suit him. It's a competitive race, I think you'll get odds about him. I think the 1,200 will suit him, or 1,150 will suit him a lot better than the 1,000 metres last start.
We'll head down to the Valley, Moonee Valley. A few runners there for the team. Thubian missed out on the Sandown Cup last week, 3,000 metre race. He's got a big weight, but I like the kid that's riding him. I have been known to tip a good apprentice, so I reckon I found another one here with the 3 kilos.
The horse has bounced back. He's got an awkward gait, and you'll see how good your kid is on Saturday, Liam. I think he'll be up close to the speed, and if you can get him to relax, I think he'll be a great winning chance. But if he fires up and goes too hard, well, obviously he won't. So we'll see how good your kid is.
2,040 metre, the Cox Plate distance. 2 runners, Marden and Republic Lad. We've got old G Boss, Don't Hold Back. I'm surprised he's got time to ride these days in between shooting Jeep ads. Mark Zara, last time he rode for us, it was an Emirates Stakes win. Not on Boban, on Albert the Fat.
Both horses, I think, are pretty well placed. There was nothing in Sydney, so it's great having the stable in Melbourne to send a horse to. And I think the owners have, over the spring will appreciate the fact that they just get charged the same rate. There's no extra holidays or hotels or anything like that put in. It's simply daily training rate, and it makes it easier for owners to get a, well, not easier, but it helps them get a return quicker. Otherwise these horses would be sitting in their boxes in Sydney with no races or running in unsuitable distances. So they're down there, they're both probably in the twilights of their career. They certainly are, in fact, but it's not to say they couldn't win on Saturday.
I just, not often, we do a lot of potting of people on this episode, but give a fair rap to the track men at Canterbury yesterday. Geez, that track played well, especially after the rain we copped early in the week.
Yeah, I'd say Sydney curators are equal to anywhere in the world, considering the conditions we race under constantly.
Yeah, Greg, just 4 for the course proper gallops in the morning, mate. Yeah, thanks, cheers.
And I think the STC should put their hand up and be congratulated for setting the benchmark, in my opinion. And obviously the ATC now have taken on, but I think Lindsay Murphy does a great job, and like Navesh at Randwick, and the boys at Canterbury and Warwick Farm all doing a fantastic job, and it makes it our job a lot easier, and certainly for the punters when you're getting consistent tracks.
You're well, not that I don't mean to sound.
In Melbourne too, Moonee Valley and Flemington, their tracks were perfect over the carnival.
Yeah.
Caulfield got a bit firm, but tracks dry out quick down there.
Yeah, fair enough. You're heading on holidays. I was nearly sounding surprised then when I spoke about it.
I'm going on holiday. I'm guest speaker there.
Where at?
Mount Isa.
What do you know about Mount Isa?
I know that it's where Linda and Graham Huddy are from, and it's a pleasure to be going up there to join them and help hand out some trophies on the race day, and then have an awards night that night. And I think Linda and Graham are going to take me skiing up Mount Isa on Sunday.
No. It's Mount Kosciuszko. Mount Isa's up in the desert.
Oh, I don't know. Have a good time anyway.
Where are you off to after Isa? Just heading back to Sydney?
Heading back to Sydney. You'll see me Monday morning. You won't see me Monday afternoon. I'm having a couple of days off with the kids.
Oh, heading away. What about Christmas? You heading away at Christmas?
Nah. 1 out of 5 I get away. I'm not sure where I'm up to on that.
I suppose it's my leap year this year, is it? Righto,
Thanks, everyone.
Good luck on Saturday, mate. All the best.